Hey, Carnivat, this is part two. Right now we're going to see, continuing with the defensive stance, we're going to see just like with passing and dribbling, the defensive stance has weaknesses. It can get broken, like that, broken. You know, like they had with NBA 2K8, I don't know why they took this out. It added some flavor to the game, and it sets up the kick out right here for the jump shot. You know, and again, here you see somebody get shut, momentum gets them turned around and left. Perfect crossover. You know, one to set it up, one to beat him, spin, gets the guy screeching out. Again, beating somebody with the crossover. This guy's good in the, half court. He's a rangy big man. He can guard the guards, but in the open court, that's me getting shook right there. Then I beat the guy with the jab step. He bites on it, and boom. One to set up, one to get him. And this is just something I wanted to show because it's an issue with both games. You can run full speed and just stop. That shouldn't be the case. They should drift a little bit if they're going full speed. NBA 2K9 has an issue with this, and I didn't know I got beat by the Heat playing online. This dude, every time I doubled him, he was scoring. He knew that doubles did not hurt your percentage. College Hoops 2K8, it's the other way around. Doubles are almost too effective because you always miss. But I'd rather always miss and force up a bad shot, because you can avoid it if you make a quick move, than always make it like you do in 2K9. Also, in real life, in NBA, right under the basket, NBA players shoot about 60%. So it's not a gimme, and that's with all the uncontested stuff, So you got to earn it in college hoops. There's real percentages, and right now this is intimidation. In between two shot blockers, he gets a good look, but he's in between two shot blockers. He puts a little bit too much on it. Hits the back of the rim, misses. So right here, Warwick, right over Prisbilla. NBA 2K9, it's paintball. They shoot such a high percentage in the paint. You play default sliders online. I don't know what the hell they were thinking about, because right over Odin. I got Roy right over Beasley. Looks like and another guy clips through somebody right over him. These are makeable baskets, except for the clipping stuff. But the thing is the percentage is too high. And this right here, I don't even want to look at this. I mean, this would never be made in real life. Not because Wade can't make trip shots, but I mean, Odin should spike that down the court. I mean, he should grab it with his mouth and just roll it to the coach. Aldridge is there too. So yeah, this is why I lost this game. After that, I just got so disgusted and just didn't care. I said, yeah. That one right there got in my head. I said, if he makes this, then I'm losing. I did beat the Lakers here, but I mean, here's an example of this. This should be a block. His hand goes right through the ball. I make a good play. Award me. Come on, his hand goes right through the ball. Happens with Wade too. That should be a block. Elbow hits the ball. Wade's strong, but you crash the elbow on the ball. That's a block. Very least a foul, but he's not making the basket. In college hoops, you don't have that madness. You get a little piece of the ball. Sometimes you don't even need much, or you don't even have to hit it. Then you see a dunk right there being turned into a layup. This right here is the most important reason why College Hoops 2K8 is the best game ever made, at least as far as basketball games, for its time. It can be topped. It doesn't take much to top it. You just got to respect it to top it. But that's the thing. See how they collapse the paint? This is man-to-man defense. And they converge on the threat. They contest the shot. They make them miss. All those people, make it a tough shot. They collapse the weak side. Good defensive spacing. You see it right here, and it forces the offense to swing the ball. You don't see that in 2K9 unless you tweak the sliders, or know somebody that can and just copy it from them. And right there, look at that. That's 4 people in the paint forcing a bad shot. It's much harder to score down low. Watch, you're going to see the computer help me out right there. Look at that AI. He doesn't even have to get to the paint. And the guy just turns, okay, does his job. Look at that. That's my star player. I try to score down low. Hey, you know, I'm going to have to settle for the jump shot if they're going to do that. And they're playing man defense. I think that might be zone right there, but most of this is, or almost all of this is man defense. And they're leaving their men to take away the clear threat. It's like in football where you stop the run first, where you guard your basket first. This guy passes up a jump shot for the open lane, not open for long. And watch the guy doubling it, hustles back and gets the block. You know, and I wasn't even controlling them. The AI hustled back. I just got the block. Then it sets up the drive and dish. You know, that's a computer doing that. Threaten me, kick it out. And when you do score down low, it feels good because you got to work for it. You got to think. You got to beat the defense. See there, the defense reacts well, but he makes a good play. And right here, the computer shuts me down, makes me pass with poor spacing, don't have a shot. Then they take advantage of the poor spacing and double team right there. And then you have NBA 2K9. I'm playing online, and Batum gets beat, doesn't do anything. Odin's just watching. Aldridge sachets his hips a little bit, but they're not, you know, this is LeBron James. This isn't like, you know, some player in the Big Ten that's, you know, second team all conference. And I'm not, you know, this is me just being Mr. Know-It-All. I want to show that I'm winning the game, you know, despite how the defense does nothing. But see, I'm just showing this not because I got frustrated because I was losing online. I won this game. I beat the Cavs. It's because the college game came out a year before and had better AI as far as guarding the basket, and it was obviously better AI. So what happened? You know, what's Aldridge doing? Aldridge has to leave his man and make the play. You know, James is a good passer, but make him make that pass in between all those bodies. Outlaw should have that block. Aldridge, again, moves away from LeBron James. You know, you don't move away from LeBron James. You gotta attempt the defensive play, trap him, you know, get a tie up, jump ball, something. You know, foul him at the very, very worst. But, you know, and again, Mr. Know-It-All won this game. This was a tough game because the guy was coming at me with James, and right there I go for a dumb steal, and he leaves Roy. But what's Aldridge doing? You know, where's Outlaw? He's backing away, you know, trying to take over the three. Aldridge has to make that play. Fernandez has to collapse. Here you see Chris Billa taking photographs of Kobe. You know, Kobe, his momentum is stopped. You gotta trap him. But the guy I was playing, I won this game because all he did was just walk it in with Kobe. You know, he didn't use Bynum or Gasol. This is a matchup issue. The defense has to see that Blake can't guard Kobe. I mean, he does a good job. He forces a rough shot, but if Aldridge is on the ball, Aldridge makes that block. I think he ended up just running in there and fouling him late. But you got to make that play. And then Kobe makes a jerk play because the game's so jerky. The dude I'm playing against jerks in that crazy behind the back dribble. Now contrast all that with college hoops. My point guard, 4-star recruit, not a great player, didn't make it pro, draws that much attention because they guard the paint. Because of this, you have to set things up. You have to take a novel concept, a jump shot. And when you got to work for it, it makes the highlights more rewarding. You know. So all these plays, even that missed dunk, had me on my feet because it's not easy to do. And that's it. Wanted to make a point and explain why college hoops is the game that it is, because now 2K10 is the only legacy it has. So it's going to have to borrow from college hoops 2K to be better. It can be better than college hoops 2K. It can. But it's going to have to borrow everything, you know, the matchup zones, everything. So, saying bye-bye. Stay tuned for my next video. It'll take on the ratings. Again, this is Kanye Vlog, Mr. Know-It-All. So long.